What's happening, guys? It's Chris here from Game Grafters, and I am coming at you with a review. Yeah, it's not gameplay. It is a review of Xsplit and their game capturing software. Now, I am kind of being paid for it. It's they've given me a week-long license. Now, I actually own a license for 6 months because of some of the parts I bought for my PC, but I will digress later and introduce you into what Xsplit does. Now, I will be showing a little bit of gameplay from GTA 5, there's no spoilers or anything like that. So if I jump straight into it. So guys, as we can see, what I'm just about to play behind us is some screen capture from GTA 5 that I've recorded for another video that I've posted on my YouTube, showing a very good quality recording. Now the judderiness is actually the speed of my mouse moving, but it's a very smooth, very easy to use software. Now on this they have two types of software to use, both the broadcaster and the game capture version. Now, broadcaster is a bit more technical than your simple game capture, which you would get from the Gamecaster from Xsplit. Xsplit Gamecaster will give you a simple overlay where you can choose to record or stream to set up stream accounts with a very easy microphone volume changer, as well as in-game volume changes for your recording. Now, you can't quite tell the volume of your recording at the time when you are in the middle of recording this, but it's quite easy in your third-party software to mess around with the volumes and such. Now, it's very simple when you set up your location you want to save it to. So most people will have it set up to their C drive. I have it set up to personally my D drive because I have a solid state drive for my operating system and a 3TB hard drive for video storage for things like this. But yeah, it is very simple to do. I mean, if you want to go into the more technical side of the broadcaster, they have a brilliant tutorial on how to set up. So this is actually my first time using a broadcast software instead of like Gamecast software. And you can set up many different sources. They have a range from your simple screen capture to your game capture, media files, audio devices. You can have a test, which is brilliant because one of my last actual collabs, I had a bit of an issue where I was recording but my mic then dropped out, and I couldn't test for that. And then you can choose from a list of others, which includes Skype videos, Twitch channel chat, video playlist, web URLs, a premium package that they're offering, which is a monthly fee, but it offers you great usability, and you can even switch between scenes. So in the bottom right hand side of the Gamecaster there is 12 different scenes that you can have set up, so you can switch effortlessly between them. So for example, I've just switched to a capture of my screen, which is just showing the desktop, or in my case I had to change my password because I forgot it, but you can just switch between wherever you're looking at. So I have now just brought up my recording location. So as you can see, it's a D drive, but one lovely thing that Xsplit does give you is the ability to just quickly look at where your recordings are, and then if you do select it, for example, I will take my first Grand Theft Auto recording. If you look down here, it highlights Express Edit. Now, Express Edit is brilliant to quickly glance at your videos before you go in and try and edit them, which is for me, amazing idea. Because if I don't want to keep the video, you can simply just hit the delete key and it will ask you, do you want to delete it? In this case, no, I don't. But that is definitely something I look forward to using in the future. Now, moving on to what I was pointing out previously. If you click on the Express Edit, you'll then get this display pop up where it gives you a list of what you are trying to edit, and it would give you a video of what you're editing. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure why, but Xsplit will not pick up the video source I have, so you get this lovely loading video box. But if we go through this, you can see we have an Open Save Project button right here. Next to that is a Save Project, and then you can export your video. Now, the tools it gives you, a bit simple. You just got an Add a Video button right here, and right here it is to split selected videos. Now, it's not something hugely powerful, for example like your Sony Vegas and your Adobe After Effects, but for someone who would just simply wants to get a couple of clips put together before they chuck it into anything like that, well, it's seriously costly software, this would be second to none, really good. Now, before you ask me where can I get Xsplit, I will show you. So this is Xsplit's website with a link in the description below, which should be below now. You can see we have a range of different options. You've got your read mores about Xsplit Broadcaster, which is what I'm actually recording on now. If we go back, you can also see you got your read mores on the Gamecaster. Now, I originally started with the Gamecaster, which is great for starters as well. But you can see their website fantastically set out. And if you ever are stuck for an issue, you can always join their community chats. They have live chat. Any issues, they'll probably give you an answer straight away. And now, if you want to buy a premium account, here is a list of prices. As you can see, relatively cheap for your personal account, which includes everything in the free list. So in the free list, you get, as listed here, you got your broadcaster and your gamecaster, so you can use either one you want. You got your watermark free HD recording. Now that, if you want something to record with, you do not want a watermark because it doesn't look professional, does it? Brilliant. Efficient software and hardware encoding. Brilliant. Just what we need for when we want to produce our great videos. Production tools, as I've already shown you, and free software updates. You are not paying to update to a later version. Moving on to your personal casual content creators, I guess that would be myself and other small YouTubers. Great codec support, enhanced Gamecaster features, which is what I have. So in Gamecaster, what will happen is, so just bringing up Xsplit Gamecaster, you can see just a relatively simple interface. So we have a start bar, which will get you to this screen with 3 easy steps to get yourself started. For live streaming or recording console play, if you have a game capture card, which I do not have any PS3s, PS4s, etc, etc. If you had a capture card set up, you could then open that up. To really give you an insight in what they say, 2 minutes to learn how to use Gamecaster. 2 minutes, that is the ease of use coming right to you. Moving on to accounts, you can see I actually have a Twitch stream and a YouTube sharing setup, but you can also authorize your Facebook and Twitter posts, so I do not have that currently. Under settings, you can see we have a range of abilities. So I do not currently have a camera, so I cannot record my face whilst I'm playing games, but you can see if you unmute the microphone, So this is for in game. When you are recording, you can set your microphone peak level and your system sounds. So if you want to have the system louder than your microphone, you can easily switch that. So you can listen to just pure gameplay, or you can talk over it and not really suffer when you have to talk louder than your audio or have to boost it in post-production. Moving on, I'll just show you my settings. So under custom stream settings, you can set up where you are recording to on server. I leave it on automatic, but you have a list of, I do not know, more than 15 different server locations. You can set your resolution. Now, Xsplit will only record up to 1080p in full HD. It's not your 4K or your 2K currently, but that's probably somewhere in the future, I'm sure. Codec, because I use a GTX 970, I am using NVIDIA's NVENC. I hope I say that right. Encoding for your codecs. You can choose your frame rate and also adaptive bit rate. And then you can, if you are streaming, add a delay. So there's a lot of streamers that will have, say, a 2 or 3 second delay from their gamecast to what's coming out on their stream, so they can adjust things a little bit quicker. You can also split your files by size. I have it set to never because I'm fine with storage, or by time. Moving on from there, you have recording settings. You can use it automatic. I have a custom setup again. Nothing much has changed. You still get your 1080p full HD resolution, but you can also have an original resolution. Now, I'm sure if you're playing in 4K, then you can probably use a 4K, but I am not sure now because I do not play or record in 4K. Going back to your codec, same again. You have the same few options. I am still using NVIDIA. You have your 30 or 60 frame rate and your recording quality. I have it on ultra high. Now if you want something that, if you are limited on storage, you would want to probably go for standard or high, and then with the increase in quality becomes the increase in size of your recording, so you've got to watch that. But you can also, again, split your files. Scrolling down a little bit, you have your microphone choices. Now I have mine set to default, and as I said, no camera, so none. If you do have a camera, it will pop up probably right here if you had selected it. Now, one benefit of the premium software is your be right back graphics. Now if you are streaming and you pause your stream for whatever reason, you can enable be right back graphics. Now if you are using your personal account, so that is not your personal, your free account, you will have this automatically enabled. You cannot untick it. You will have your Xsplit Gamecaster be right back motif. Now because I'm using a premium account which came with my MSI gear, I can take that off, so I will show you in just a second. This little button here, I will just switch screens for a second and show you what happens when you have a premium account and you hit that button. When you do hit that button, this will come up. Now if you have a premium account, you can then change your image. So for people, say for example, like you have Rainovirus Jr, aka Brown Man, or anyone huge on Twitch, and you see they have these custom be right back screens, you can actually do that yourself. Now there's a range of options. You can add your own images, you can clear this one, and also bring to front and set to back. Now personally, I haven't really done that many streams recently, so I have not used this feature, but it is good to have. Now switching back to our settings menu, if we scroll down just a little bit, you can set where your status labels are. So I currently monitor my CPU load, but you can also have your game FPS at the same time, and you have 6 different choices of where you can place your notification. Now I like mine top left, but sometimes if you have a FPS counter, say from Steam, set to the top left, then you can just simply switch it to middle right, wherever you want. Now scrolling down again, you can set your own hotkeys. Now the overlay as a default is selected as Control Tab. You can change it, and I actually added these to start streaming and recording, pause, and mute my microphone. But as you can see, there are a range of different options, so you can run adverts now. I haven't really looked into this because I'm not a Twitch partner, but anyway. Moving on, as we had in our last part, we had the recordings. So this is the setup of a recording location for myself. Again, it is exactly the same as on your Xsplit broadcaster. You have a list of your recordings. Again, you can go back into your Express Edit, you can open the folder, but there are hints. You can put these up straight to YouTube, Facebook, and to Twitter. Now, bringing up the overlay on a game, so I'm currently playing Binding of Isaac, which is in the background. We can see actually that there is both the stream and record buttons, followed by your microphone volume and microphone mute, in-game sound volume and mute, your camera, your Twitch options. So for me, there is Twitch chat, and setting up all your logos and things like that. You got your share button, and then you can add images and draw on the game whilst you're playing it, which I haven't done, but I'm sure that's pretty fun. So going back to our final part, what do we have? So we got the premium. I've gone through a list of our good points. I have not gone actually through the premium side of things for the professional broadcasters, but for myself, definitely think the $4.95 US a month is worth it. And if you can afford just that little bit more, well, you get so much more. So you get your transition effects, you get audio mix preview, you get so much. And I actually found it doesn't really cost that much to begin with when you get a free, and you get so much with just the free downloads. So to sum up my thoughts and feelings, Xsplit, brilliant software, especially for no fees at all. You have your competitor OBS, but I think the simpleness and the ease of use, which I cannot get over being someone who's new to broadcasting, new to everything, is just so brilliant. For anyone that is looking to jump into becoming a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, any type of streamer, or you just simply want to record gameplay and you don't want to go out and buy an Elgato software or capture card, but if you are recording PlayStation, and you're going to need one anyway, this is definitely a software I would recommend. Now, there is one caveat to that. I do have a little bit of a thought myself. You have on NVIDIA the ability to set up a buffer. As I was saying, with NVIDIA you can set up a buffer which will allow you to actually pre-record technically your gameplay. Now if I just bring it up, Oh, unfortunately that will not come up for us. So let's just back to this. Oh, there it is. How did that happen? Anyway, if I bring up Shadow Play, we can actually see that you can record in game, but you also get something called Shadow Time. Now what Shadow Time is it will allow you to record up to, I think, yep, up to 20 minutes of gameplay which you might have missed. Now that is something definitely worth looking into if you were expert, my personal feeling, because there's a lot of us that sometimes might not go out to record something and then find out this miraculous thing that happens in game, and you're like, oh my god, I should have recorded that, I should be able to put this up to YouTube. Now if you don't have an NVIDIA card, you might not be able to do it. I'm sure there is probably a way of setting up a stream, like a buffer beforehand of up to 20 minutes, but it's not yet integrated into Xsplit now. It's something that myself would find brilliant, to be able to go back and have 20-minute segment where you've gone and played something and gone, should have recorded that, I'll have to do it again, to be able to just go, yep, pick it out. Now I know Elgato allow you to do that, and NVIDIA allow you to do that, so maybe it's something that Xsplit should look into. If you all feel the same to me, then, you know, send them a tweet, send them a message, and let them know your thoughts and feelings. But yeah, so overall I would give Xsplit a 5-star or 5 out of 5 rating, just for the ease of use. Again, ease of use, ease of use, ease of use for us new people. The features that they offer just on the free content alone, and really just the helpful tutorials that they give you as soon as you download the broadcaster software. It tells you, they tell you exactly how to set up scenes, your transitions if you need them, which is probably more advanced, but they will tell you how to do that. The support, second to none. So if you're looking for some sort of game software to record your gameplay, definitely have a look at Xsplit. Alright guys, thanks for that, and that is what my thoughts and feelings on Xsplit broadcasting system and gamecasting system. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, but also give us a comment just so we know where we're going wrong and how to improve. And always remember to subscribe. Subscribe. But yeah, I've been Chris from Game Grafters. I hope to see you in another review and other gameplay pretty soon. See ya!